EA Sports just dropped a brand new update for Madden 25. Now, this is one of the bigger updates we've seen so far this year because it did add a very long-awaited feature to the game that we can finally use. It also fixed some gameplay issues. It added a bunch of new equipment. It also added some new commentary and more. Now, if you are new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any of these updates that drop multiple times per month for both Madden and college football, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on because you could be missing out on some of these important videos when they drop. Now, before we get into this title update, I do also want to address the franchise mode issue that happened this morning. When this update went live early this morning, people could not get into their online franchise modes. They were completely gone. I made a post about it on Twitter. Other people were talking about it. And for a second there, we thought we were about to have the Madden 23 debacle all over again where people were going to lose their franchise modes. Luckily, though, that was not the case. They did get this issue fixed very quickly, so all of the franchise modes should be back online now. It was apparently some type of an issue with modes that had crossplay enabled. There was something going on when they were doing the server maintenance for the title update, but it has been addressed, it's fixed, and your franchise mode should be good to go. So kind of a close call right there, because if they wound up deleting franchise modes again, I mean, that just would have been it. It would have been no questions asked. That would have been it for them. There's just no way they could have did that again, but luckily that wasn't the case. Now let's get into the title update. So the first big thing we have to go over is the custom saved audibles are now officially in Madden. You can save your custom audibles across all modes. Now, for those of you that play College Football 25, this was implemented into College Football 25 last week because they got their update before Madden did, and now Madden follows suit. So now as you change audibles in your formation at the play call, they will save automatically and will not change from game to game. You'll be able to do this for up to 32 playbooks. To change audibles, you press the left trigger or the L2 button after choosing a formation in the play call, and then you can swap out your audibles to the ones you want. Now, something that a lot of us did notice is that there seems to be a tiny bug with this for regs. So if you're playing regular teams, you have to go into a play now game first to kind of activate this. If you try to go straight to practice mode and save your custom audibles, they're probably not going to save. Now, I'm sure they will address that, but for now, in order to work around this, what you want to do is just go into a regular play now game with the team and the playbook that you like to use. And as long as you go into that play now game and just save like one audible, after that, once you go back to practice mode, you should be able to save everything in practice mode. It's almost like you have to go into a play now game first to kind of activate this for whatever reason. And then from there, you can go into practice mode and save them there. Now, if you're an ultimate team, you can just save them outright in practice mode. You don't have to go into a game first. It's only with the regular teams where this seems to be an issue. So again, go into a play now game first, just save like one audible in any playbook, and after that, you should be able to save everything else you want in practice mode for any playbook. Now, another big thing that changed with this update that people don't like is they changed the camera angle again. I don't know why they keep messing with the camera angle because it's one of those things that no one really seems to have a problem with, but they've introduced a new camera angle at the start of the year and people weren't crazy about it, but they got used to it pretty quickly, and now they've tinkered with it again, and it says they did some tuning to the pre-snap field of view in the standard camera gameplay angle to more closely resemble Madden 24. So they've actually taken the camera angle and they reverted it back a little bit more to Madden 24, although I don't know if it's just that we've gotten used to the new angle already, but it just seems way too zoomed in now. And if this is how Madden 24 was, it's hard to remember because I haven't played that in a while, but I just don't remember it being this close. But maybe we've just gotten used to the new one already. I don't know, but they said here that they've kind of zoomed it in to more resemble Madden 24, but they also added a gameplay camera angle called Standard Alternate that resembles the default gameplay camera in the EA Sports College Football 25 game. So if you know in EA Sports College 25, the camera angle is slightly different there than Madden. So if you just press back on the D-pad, you can change your camera angles in game or in practice mode. The first angle should be one that's more closely resembling Madden 24, and the second angle, if you hit back on the D-pad or down on the D-pad, should be closer to the College Football 25 camera angle. But it seems like people don't really like this from what I'm seeing, but it's one of those things with camera angles. I mean, you get used to it after a couple games and then it almost feels like nothing nothing ever happens. So we'll see what happens there. Now we're going to continue on with the rest of the updates, but really quickly, I do want to mention that we are still sponsored by Underdog. They've been a huge supporter of the channel, and if you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog playing their pick'em game. Basically, all you do is pick higher or lower on player stats, and if they hit, you can win some good money. But the best part about Underdog is they give you free plays and free money at sign up to get you started. So this week in the NFL, for example, they're going to give you Patrick Mahomes to get a single yard, meaning all he has to do is get 1 yard, and that's it, you win. And they're also going to give you an additional special this week as well. So for Thursday night games, they're going to give you Dak Prescott to get a single yard. For Sunday's NFL games, if you want to wait till then, you'll get Lamar Jackson to get a single yard. And if you just want to wait and play on Monday, for example, they'll give you Tyreek Hill to get a single yard. So no matter what day you play this week, you'll get Patrick Mahomes and you'll get one of the other guys, depending on which day you select your picks. And no matter when you sign up, even if it's weeks from now, there will always be a free play just like this for you to take advantage of. And if you sign up using my promo code RAY, R-A-Y, they also give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash at sign up, and you just simply cannot beat that. Moving on now to some more gameplay changes. It says they did some tuning to increase the chances of AI-controlled defenders attempting interceptions rather than swats on catchable passes. That is a very good fix. They go for way too many swats when they could be going for picks. They did tuning to make AI-controlled wide receivers play more aggressively to the catch point when targeted. They did tuning to improve wide receivers' feet staying in bounds on catchable passes near the sideline. They fixed an issue where AI-controlled QBs would check the ball down to a receiver coming out of the backfield too frequently when they were not under pressure. That's another good fix. They fixed an issue where AI-controlled QBs were considering receivers open on curl routes when they were covered, resulting in too many interceptions being thrown. They fixed an issue preventing defensive backs from matching press animations when running the cover one robber press defensive play against streak, curl, and inside release dig routes. That is another good fix. They fixed an issue causing the QB to keep the ball on a run play when using multiple pre-play adjustments at the same time. That was kind of a glitch that people found, so good to see that they got that fixed pretty quickly. They fixed an issue preventing pass blockers from handing off pass rushers to other blockers versus defensive line crash inside. That just sounds like they're trying to fix some of the double mug blitzes where people are kind of glitching their guys through the middle, but people have kind of been messing around with this since the update went through, and people are saying that it's still working pretty much the same as usual, so not really sure how much they fixed there. Now, they also did some further tuning to some things. It says they did tuning to improve the preservation, momentum, and physics-based tackles. They did tuning to improve collision on dive tackles to make the contact with the ball carrier's upper leg. They also did tuning to improve player falls on collisions between ball carriers and defenders. I like to see that because sometimes you're still seeing that wonkiness in tackling, so anytime that they're cleaning that up and making it better, I think is a good thing. Now, surprisingly, in this update, there was nothing for franchise mode. Now, maybe in a way that could be a good thing. Maybe there's less bugs than in years past. I haven't been hearing about nearly as many bugs in franchise as I had over the past few years, so maybe that's a good thing. They've addressed some of the early ones that were in the game. I'm sure there's still some that are present, but as for now, nothing for franchise mode in this update. Now, for superstar mode, the only thing it says is they did general stability improvements. Now, what I'm assuming this might mean is this might address the crashing issues that have been going on. Now, I don't play superstar mode. Not really a huge fan of the mode, but lately I've been seeing people saying that it's been crashing. And I know some people say, well, why aren't you talking about it crashing? Well, I'm not really aware of every single thing that's wrong with the game because I don't play every single mode. And as of the last few days, I've been seeing more people talk about that the mode is crashing and they cannot play it. Now, I don't know if this fixed that issue. I'm just assuming that stability improvements should help with things like that. So let me know below, is this still an issue for you? Are you still experiencing any type of crashing in the mode? Now, we also got some equipment and uniform updates. So they did update the Texans uniform and they updated the field. They fixed, I guess, whatever issues there were there. They had to touch it up, clean it up. They also did an update to the Chiefs uniforms, pants. Apparently the pants stripe was a little bit off on one of their uniforms, or maybe all of them. So they've addressed that as well. Now, it also says here that they added a ton of new face masks to the game. Now, if you remember in the last update, some of these face masks, maybe all of these here, got pushed through, and a lot of them were bugged because they weren't supposed to go through in the last update. Somehow they went through by accident. They were not ready yet, and that's why a number of them were glitched. I believe now all of these face masks that were added should be working properly, and they maybe have even added some more here. So we got a couple of new Speed Flex face masks. We got the Robot Jagged, as you can see right here. And then we also got the Junior Cross Speed Flex face mask as well. Moving on to the Axiom helmet, we got a number of new face masks here. So we've got the 2-bar jagged face masks. These look really good. We've also got the 3-bar double face mask as well for the Axiom helmet. We've got the 3-bar jagged double face mask for the Axiom helmet. We've got the 3-bar LB jagged double. Some of these are really, really long names. We've got the robot jagged as well for the Axiom. And we've got the robot RB jagged face mask as well. So I know the Axiom helmet, one of the most popular ones in real life and in Madden. So quite a number of new face masks there that you can use. We also got quite a number of face masks for the F7 helmet. So here you can see we have the robot jagged for the F7, and then we've also got the robot jagged 2 as well, which is a variation, and we've got the robot jagged 3. So got a number of those right there. We've also got the Junior Cross or JR Cross. I'm not sure what the correct name for that is, but that's in the game as well. We have the 808 face mask in the game. We've got the robot 808. Again, some of these maybe were in the last update, but a number of them were bugged. So now not only are they in, but they're working properly. We also got the 2-bar jagged for the F7 as well, as you can see right here. And then we've got some Vices 02 face masks as well. So we have the robot jagged face mask for that helmet. As you can see, there's a lot of robot and jagged face masks for these helmets that we're getting in this update. We've got the robot 808 2. I believe, again, these were in last update, but they maybe have been bugged. We've also got the regular 808. And we've got the robot trench in the game as well. So for all the equipment heads, I know y'all have been asking about new face masks for quite some time now. So this is a good amount of new ones added to the game. And I'm sure we're going to be getting more even as the year goes on. We also got some audio updates. So they added new commentary from Brock Heward, Kate Scott, and Mike Tirico. Always good to see them adding new audio, especially now that we have new announcers. It's going to be very important that they continue adding more and more lines, building up that library so that the audio continues to get better. And you can see here there's also a number of audio issues that were fixed in the game. Most of these are probably things you maybe didn't even notice, but you can see the list up here on the screen. Just certain issues where they would say the wrong line or they maybe wouldn't say something at the time they were supposed to. All of those little issues right there have been addressed. Now, if you also play the College Ball 25 game, they just recently added a ton of cool stuff to the game, so make sure to check out that video right here on the screen if you haven't already.